It sounded like not you, but it's saying she needs a distraction so she can discern
Yes.
to still pick the wrong nigga.
Is she? Is she?
To get us here, yes. Because you got here
Women don't date multiple people at the same time.
Yes, they do.
No, they do not.
Amanda.
No, they do not. No, they do not. That's why they have coaches. They have dating coaches that encourage women to do so. Women find it extremely hard to do that, which is why they pick the wrong Negro.
Nah, you know how many times I spoke to a woman in my life and they said, I want to let you know you're not the only person I'm speaking to. And I said, that's fine. It's the same here.
That's not that's a dude from the recycling bin. That's not a new person that she just met that with the intention of dating. That's someone in her rotation that she enjoys, she likes, she can't get rid of him, and he is probably very much a threat. I'm not recommending that. What I'm recommending is that the reason why we have this scenario of women picking the wrong man or the wrong Negro all the time is because women make the investment, right? Up front, they're pair bonding. We know what pair bonding is. We know what that looks like. In order to pair bond, there needs to be none other. In order to interrupt pair bonding, right? Pair bonding can happen phase 2. Phase 2, we could decide, I don't want nobody else. I'm focusing on you.
Okay.
That 30-day time frame, there needs to be a little bit of freedom in order for her to be able to say, okay, I feel most at home here, or I don't feel at home here. But shoot, if y'all going on dates 2 times a week for 4 weeks, 8 dates or whatever, you're talking on the phone all the time, she's not talking to anybody else. To you, that's the protection plan. To her, she's in a relationship at this point.
But what I'm trying to say, I think the part that you're missing is that she is not contractually signed to go and complete 30 days.
Yeah.
If they date 2, she don't like him, she bounces.
You're the same gentleman who said that you understand and you know women.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
I'm a real the difference
See the back of his hand?
Oh,
The difference is like, I'm not gonna lie, there's not many women experts. So for me, it didn't matter if it was 12 months or 30 days, I'm gonna come out a winner. But for the average man, right, they're not gonna be able to, it'll help filter out a lot of the bullshit. That's what I think we're trying to say.
Yeah, I don't see this on a mainstream level working for women at large if she's spending a time frame of 30 days in a vacuum with one man, giving her the attention, the time in that honeymoon phase, and thinking that that's what their relationship is going to look like going forward. Like,
but then what about the women that say they can only date one person at a time?
that's to your point. Why we have a lot of women that say they date wrong, they pick the wrong person,
Okay.
because they won't let go. That's why we have people that their Instagram account has let go in it, and they're talking to women.
Oh, shit.
Learn how to let go. That's why that exists, because we know that women can't. So
Yeah.
we need to put women in an environment where they have the option to do so.
But that sounds more foolish. If you don't have the ability to let go of one, you're not gonna have the ability to let go of many.
That's ridiculous.
The only way
If you understand women, then you know what you said doesn't make any sense.
the thing is they will let go, but they don't, because women are like the epitome of the green recycle can. Because if it doesn't work here, you're gonna go back and pick up the ones that you let go for me over there, and then try that over again. And you're just constantly recycling. But I also feel like if you want quality time, you want somebody that's gonna actually be
Invested in you.
Yeah, invested in you.
I feel like for myself, and I'll speak for myself as a man, not all men, that's just confusing. Like this whole process of how you guys are vetting, but not vetting, and wanting to pick the right one while picking the wrong one because you were too close to this one when you should have had others, but you don't want to be around others. You can only be with this one, and then complain, and then now you're venting on the internet that you need to let go while talking to other women that are doing the same thing. That makes no sense.
It's diabolical.
So
outside.
you're thinking, what do you think a woman is going to do when we already know, and any man knows, that the way to wear a woman out is not through a lack of connection, but the opposite, which is to be very present, right? Which is to be very consistent. Tell me how you see this playing out for a woman who's with a guy who is showing up and he's very present. right? We're not even talking about his character being great or anything like that. We're just talking about consistency here. And we're talking about this in the vacuum of 30 days. How do you see this playing out? And let's, for the sake of this argument, say that he really, he doesn't have the best character. They're not really truly
Just said it.
in alignment.
Just said it.
Yeah.
Thank
What do
you.
you think is going to happen?
That would be your discernment that you guys claim.
That what?
He
doesn't have the best character.
that he doesn't have the best character.
No, that we claim that we claim what?
That you guys know how to pick them, and I'm waiting
No
for the
one
special
said
one.
that. Who said
I
that?
hear it all the time on the internet. Like, I'm waiting
Women-
for my special man, and he's going to do this for
Women
me.
are saying they know how to pick a man.
Yes, while being single and lonely or having a
Then-
deadbeat. Bleh.
Right. So no, they're not
Yeah.
saying that. If they're single, then they're saying that they haven't found him. They haven't selected him.
They haven't. This is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
They haven't done it correctly, is what I'm saying. It's because they're doing the thing that you're saying is being with a man, and then they're in a vacuum, right? Now, all we know is y'all want our time. Y'all want our quality time. I feel like that is universal with every woman,
tracking
quality
with you.
time, right?
Tracking.
So if I'm giving you quality time and you're telling me that in that quality time, you can't see that my character is shit, who's to blame for that?
When you're in that, understand, right? We already established that there are some things that men don't want to sacrifice in the beginning stages of getting to know somebody because that's an investment that's not fair to be making early on. We established that is finances for a man. We also established that for a woman, what that looks like is sex. I'm saying to you as a woman, what is going to happen? It's not up for debate. I'm not asking you. I'm sharing with you the reality. That is not a healthy opportunity for a woman. It's not. It might sound like a good plan for you. There are nuances that you have as a man that you understand that a woman may not be able to relate to or completely understand. I'm saying that it's on the same continuum, the same sacredness as sex. You're creating a vacuum for her to pair bond. His character in question is going to become blinded in that because it's giving Last Man on the Earth. That's what it's giving. If I'm in an experience where I'm with the last man on this earth, I'm here. Like we here.
I mean,
So then how do y'all pick them? I'm so confused.
I do.
we don't want to. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pick. That's like, I'm to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't want to love two people at once.
I agree. I
hate
think that's
that
crazy.
shit, because it's like it gets difficult.
Right.
So what happens is what I always say to my friends and even to my younger self: when you like somebody, that's the one that you really focus on. Whatever else comes, it just comes for the time frame that it takes to learn you or the whoever, right? So from a man's standpoint, and there's actually studies that we actually probably dropped in 2018 about this. When a man had sex with more than I think 25 or 30 women, they're more likely to be, there's a higher chance of infidelity, right? He's less likely to be able to commit to an actual monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
Because now we're comparing experience
Yeah.
and normalities
Yeah.
to a new reality.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that we're talking about here. We can consider it pair bonding, but literally 30 days. Now, I can understand if you're with them, waking up and seeing them every day for 30 days. That's entirely different than you go to work, you maybe go to the gym, or you may have a couple hobbies that you like.
You gotta talk to women more. Poll them, ask them, poll them. You guys are so certain. I'm telling you.
All right,
I'm saying this as a fact.
Let's do this. Ladies, let's just, I don't need to add, I got chat right here. All right, chat. If you are a woman, please enlighten me and my good friend Rome. Is 30 days of approximately 4 dates.
Now, see, now
Minimum
you're playing with it.
minimum 4 days.
Minimum 4 dates.
Yes.
Minimum 4 dates, which is once every weekend. Is 30 days enough time for you? And I'm saying you're solely focused on this one person that you're dating.
And you like him, you're attracted to him.
You're attracted to him, and you're learning if you like him or not. Right? We're not saying they don't like him out the gate.
We're getting caught in the semantics because I think when a woman goes on a date with somebody, you're saying I like him. That's
No, they're
why,
not. They go on date for food. Like
That's the impetus.
like they going on dates for
But
food.
we're not doing that because the money's
There's
off
no
the
food.
table. There's no food here.
Realistically,
What do you say?
we're going on a date because we find you attractive.
Yeah.
And
Which
I
is
will
mutual.
agree.
Right.
I'm going
I
to
like
see
you.
if I like you.
I'm gonna
Being attracted.
No,
No,
I don't like you yet.
Exactly. I'm attracted to you. I don't really know if I like you as a person yet.
fair.
I'm
Yeah,
physically
yeah.
attracted
Fair.
to this
We're
person.
learning you.
I figure if we're doing a 30-day run, right? On some level, we had some conversation. I'm not just meeting you.
Yes.
No.
I'm not-
And that's actually what I wanted to say because protection program aside, how do you guys start the buildup of
Correct. I
dating
like
someone?
you.
You can't like
Yeah, this is not day one. I meet you. I'm like, yo, 30 days.
Right. I like you at this
but
point.
That's exactly what I'm
No,
saying.
it's day 3. You have 72-hour window. I get your number.
This is
I say, listen, we talk for a couple of days and we're like, all right, cool. We're still talking 3 days out. First of all, if you still talking 3 days out, that's a lot of interest, right? Now, on that third day is like, hey, I would like to propose something. For 30 days, for the next 30 days, I want to really focus and get to know you. I would like for you to focus and get to know me and see if we're actually a fit. I won't speak to anybody in that 30 days. You won't speak to anybody in that 30 days.
what are we
Stop. Full stop. Because that's where y'all feel trapped.
Yes.
Because a pair bond is what you're saying. Because y'all feel
Potential.
trapped.
Yeah.
Potential pair bond. When we say we're going to focus on you, you have to focus on us.
so it's not trapping, right? I don't want to say trap because that has other aspects
Vacuum.
to it. Yeah, but I'm
Which is a
saying,
trap.
no. What I'm saying is that the propensity, the likelihood of her getting sucked in is high. So there's no more protection, is what I'm saying.
But
I'm saying- I'm saying there's that protection piece is now gone. It's no longer a protection plan. We are officially dating. A woman is not looking at it like she's counting down the clock to see like, how am I going to get out of this, or I can get out of this immediately, right? We're talking about somebody who is being fed and they're being given something by somebody on a continuous basis. It's going to register to her like, I'm here, I'm with this. This is where I am. This is what I'm like. This is what I'm digging. Is he going to have flaws? 100% he's going to have flaws. And she's not going to be able to discern, are those flaws to walk away from, or are those flaws that I just willingly accept because nobody is perfect? She's in a vacuum. Like, I can see anybody. In other words, a woman is more vulnerable there. What I would suggest, right, if we were going to alleviate some of that vacuum, is these 30 days are not just dates. These 30 days is we're having all of the uncomfortable conversations.
Yes. Getting to
Right?
know each other.
So
So
yeah,
now you're in my brain.
so okay.
So now I'm sucking you in more? Because we're
No.
We
We have
sucked
to
in each other,
No, we
but
have to. We have
I'm the
to. We have to
suspect.
define for the people,
Okay.
right? What those dates are, because dates can occur. Like, we get caught in semantics.
Do you remember? I just want to make sure that we're understanding this. Back in the day,
Mhm.
you know, if you dated more than one person as a woman, you were considered a hoe,
Mhm.
right? What I'm saying is, back in the day, the women had the discernment, right? So you're telling me because back in the day, a woman wasn't dating 4 guys at once, right?
How back?
I
Let's
don't
say-
even think they had, according to what she's saying, they didn't have the discernment back then anyway. There was
Yeah.
all proximity of who they were dating or
Yeah.
who was around them.
And who
So
they
it
were.
could have been anybody. So there was, she's saying they don't got discernment in so many
Yeah.
words. She's literally saying, we have no
Yes.
discernment. Stay away from us. Don't get close to us because we're going to be sucked in by your charm and we're going to be blinded by everything you got going
That's
on.
But do you know? But yes, pretty much.
That's a
Do you know
reach.
how? That's the thing. Do you understand how hard it is for a man to be consistent? Like, I don't think you get that part, right? As hard as it is for you to have discernment as a woman,
It's hard.
is
eh?
as hard as it is for a man to be consistent.
Well,
You know think about how many men fuck up. Like, I've unheard it on 8 at the Table,
Mhm.
thousands of episodes.
Mhm.
How a man basically shot himself in the foot because he couldn't get the date right. He couldn't get the fucking date right. He came to the date with a hoodie and then left her and didn't even open the door. Stop it. Stop it. It's not
I
one
was
time.
not left anywhere.
okay, this
You
is
get what I'm saying?
That was
Yes.
made up.
So the consistency is hard as fuck for a man, and he's getting no box. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. A man that's getting no punani for 30 days, you're gonna see character in 14. In 14, you're gonna see him acting. He might start scratching.
I don't
Yeah.
agree. I don't agree only because the man who's proposing this plan is, I'm saying this man is set. He's in his purpose. He's driven.
okay. So we're adding context.
No,
Yes.
he-
it helps.
he's
Context
a criminal.
helps.
Think
You
about
gotta
it.
stay.
Context helps.
What,
He's
what
a
I'm
criminal.
saying is, at the end of this 30 days, I'm into you, right?
Okay.
I'm doing this because I see potential in what this could be. And I want to get to know you, nobody else.
Sure.
Right. So I'm not focused on nobody else. So you thinking that it's the money play, but like I'm literally not wasting my time. I'm taking my time to focus on just you.
A lot of men would appreciate.
Our time is very important to us, not just us.
And a lot of men would appreciate exclusive attention from feminine energy. We're talking about on average, because we're proposing this plan. I'm thinking about on average, the average woman, what is the propensity of her experience going to be like in that vacuum? For the average guy, yes, long-term, consistent, exertion of quality time. I can see that because it could like expire at some point. Can you do it then? I can totally see somebody fiddling around for 30 days in a honeymoon phase, right? And that may not be all of who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we need to add a little bit more. What I'm recommending is let's add a couple more ingredients to this 30-day plan.
Let's do it.
If no one else can be on the table.
Okay,
What do you propose?
I'm open with mine. I'm open
We're
This
not
is more
spending
of a
money. They're not getting the
30-day
sex.
Yeah.
trial
What else do you got?
and not
okay.
dating.
I recommend that. Have you ever seen like those like lists on Instagram and they're just like, these are the things that you got to discuss, and relate like before you like commit, like whatever that dirty dozen, thing is.
Let's name one. Let's talk about your goals.
Finances.
Goals, finances.
Like honest to God finances, honest to God debt,
like credit scores, all that.
all of that. Uncomfortable conversation. Now we're talking about a protection plan.
All right.
Yeah, things like that. That needs to be added in. Not just we going to the carnival, because remember that's how we were talking about. Like we're going to free things. We're going to free things.
Carnival
We're
ain't free.
spending
I was about to say,
time.
who
So
said that?
the entry, right? Like when they have like those like in the South, like they have like
Nah,
these
this
random.
North. That shit $25 a
But we're
ticket.
talking to the people. We're talking to the people, right?
I
Like
got you.
feel me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
We're going like we have to add some. Okay, cool. We had the foundation. We got some of the beams. Let's go ahead and put in some plumbing and some electrical situation up in here.
Conversation.
Exactly.
All right. So we got conversation. We're agreeing that I'm not spending money.
with transparency in the conversation, not just
truth.
Yeah,
Yes.
but not just like fluff conversation. Oh, you look
Absolutely.
great today, bro.
Right.
Nah,
Thank you.
Yo, listen,
Yes.
my credit score is X, Y, and Z.
It's 690.
Yeah, real
Yeah.
Mine, not mine.
conversations.
But like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
The fluff.
Huh?
I said real conversations.
Correct.
What
What
the
is your
fuck is your
purpose?
purpose?
How do you want to get there? Right? Like, what do you think that you're here to accomplish on this earth?
What have
What
you
is-
achieved so far?
Yeah.
What has been
Woo!
what has
Yes.
been your greatest accomplishment? What
See-
has been your greatest disappointment? Things
Yes.
like
You
that.
know the
Yes.
questions.
Yes.
I'm
The
44.
good ones. The good
You know
ones.
how many he done asked this?
Yes.
This
'Cause
is
I be
Yeah.
serious.
this is a manual out here, bro.
Come on.
Nah, I don't be serious with them. I just use them.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Now,
They're good questions. You know how to do it. Mr. Manipulator.
I am.
I would say
Look
it
at
is
this.
it is a form.
Yes.
M.
That's why I was curious, like what phase 2 would look like. For me personally, what I think a nice, healthy relationship looks like is like in the first 2 to 3 months, y'all should just be friends. Why?
What do you mean friends? Hold on,
First-
time out. Because I don't even like that word.
Mhm.
Like when I hear like I don't have triggers, that is a trigger.
I don't have triggers.
That is a
Yeah,
trigger.
what does friends mean? Are we not having
Meaning-
sex?
Yeah, just the
that
absence.
friend sounds
The
crazy to me.
absence of
As soon
sex,
as you call me your friend, I blocked you. I'm good to go.
the absence of sex and romance, right? With the intention of truly getting to know each other. And the reason why is because we like to re-engineer a lot of things. Then you get into marriage and you're like, oh, I want to be married to my friend. How? We've never been friends.
I
How?
think that we need to put a time limit on it.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
even-
We could be dating and still be friends.
What I'm saying is that what we're dating when the dating happens for the secular world, then we're like sex is on the table, right? What I'm saying is give the relationship a moment to breathe, where we're literally getting to know each other, your sense of humor, your visions, your goals, your family. You understand what I'm saying? Like we have situations where people are like, nah, they can't be around my family, but your friend could. So this person that you're dating, smashing, having sex with, can't be around your family, but a friend that you met can come and get a plate of food. Like it's just all over the place. And this person is supposed to be having your child, being with you for years on end. Like just dismantle all of this nonsense and let's just treat people like human beings. If you cannot be around a human being and you cannot bring them around your family, why are you spending sacred time and space with them? Why are you arguing for traditionalism? If we want traditionalism, then let's be traditional. Like let's have everything be congruent.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm sorry to cut you off. 30 days.
Mhm.
I think that only because we have so much access to each other, but we are slowing it down, and now we're just speaking. We're literally
I'm with it.
we're
Yeah.
conversing.
Conversing.
We're conversing. I'm gonna get it.
But
We're conversing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna tell you what the truth is, and you're gonna tell me
100%.
what the truth is.
100%.
And then from out of that 31 days, right? We might even make it 31 days. You can say on the 13th day, like, yo,
Right.
listen, your credit score 5. I
Right.
can't even.
Can't.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
100%.
So
No
so,
hard feelings.
So that's my thing with the pair bonding.
Well,
You
that's
can
different.
see what you don't like.
Well, that's
early.
different. The pair bonding is different now because now there's logic inserted into this. Like if a person, and speaking specifically to women, if a woman is in a space of logic and we're in a masculine frame of compartmentalizing. Now we have protection plan. That's what I'm saying. If it's just 30 days of romance, time, attention, his character could be shoddy. She might still give him a chance just because of the consistency. And I'm speaking for the majority of women. I'm not saying for myself specifically or anything like that. I'm just speaking majority of women. I coach people. I talk to people all the time. These are how mistakes happen. You ask them what happens. You ask them, how does a girl sleep with her friend? They've been rocking out frequently over the summer, just over and over.
Yeah.
Do you really like him? Well, kind of, sort of, not really. And then there are people who have crossed the threshold of marriage because they just spent a lot of time together. They just feel like it was just the next right step to do.